So today we got a little project brought to me by some friends. We've got their water cooler that is not pumping the water anymore. This is one of the ones where instead of like ours, it's top and it's gravity fed. This one you put the tank in the bottom, and then it actually uses a pump to suck all the water up into the system for hot and cold. But the pump is broken. We took it out, looked at it the other day, and the little pieces that are supposed to move back and forth in order to make it work are broken. I'll just go ahead and pull it apart and show you in a minute. But we need to replace this part. So we bought one on Shopee for about 100 pesos, so about $2, and hopefully we can fix this so that it's still usable. So let's get to work on that. So first we're going to take the pump out. Luckily the door is already off. So that just slice right off here, little pieces. And then we'll take the power off. The power is actually already shut off on this machine, so no need to worry. Gotta get these little pins off. And then we gotta get the hoses off. The main thing is to get the hoses off without splitting them. So, old motor, new motor. Size looks a little bit different. Hopefully, it's still gonna work. Problem is, which one's in, which one's out. Let's see if we can use our translator here. And there we go. It says enter and out. Little symbols. So we used our translate. So the top one on this one is out. The bottom one is in. So that works. Squeeze that on there. Really should test the pump first, but it's either gonna work or it's not. In, and we'll squeeze the on. Got that pushed all the way on. Go ahead and plug these in. This thing goes in the water. Throw out the suction. It goes up, flows through, goes in the bottom, goes up, goes into a little holding tank, and then it can go into the hot or the cold. So let's see. We turn it on. That pump is sucking, it's filling up, and it stopped. So now let's just get a cup. I think so. It's got a nice cover on it. So all they got to do, push the cup. that line. There's the center line. See, it's got a little symbol saying it's filling back up. Let's dump that water. Check the next one. Now let's see. Hot, cold switch. Now we'll give those a few minutes. Actually, now we know the pump's working. Let's fix the back first. In case y'all are wondering, there's Good Thing. Sitting there being a little brat with a tampo. So, this is the mess. Also, somebody's worked on this before, and there's just little electrical lines. I think while we're doing this, maybe we should go ahead and seal that off for them. Unplug the ends. And actually, this style wants you to screw through it. I can't get back there to screw these. So the new style wants you to put the screw through the hole. I can't really get back in there to work a screwdriver. While this style, I don't know if it's just because it's old and worn out, but you can actually push this over. Sorry about the dinging. I think there's an ice cream person or something out there. So, let's see if we can change these and put them on the new one. These are to hold the motor in place, but at the same time they've got it rubberized so that the vibration doesn't make a lot of noise. Back in the day they would have just put a plastic bracket on it and that would have been that. Nowadays more and more people care about how much noise is around them. So they want quieter machines. So now, on the front ones here, push it on, and just push it past the screw. Over here. Sits on, because this one's more pliable, I can push it past the screw and that'll hold it on, keep it from bouncing. Now it doesn't vibrate, although I think I gotta push the back ones a little more. That's hooked up. Now let's fix this stuff. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right, and we're going to be safe. And there we go. Oh, that one's over. Now if you're careful, it only takes a heat gun would be nice, a little baby heat gun, but you just barely touch the shrink wrap, and now it's waterproof. And that is better than any electrical wire. So take wires. Make that they're nice and clean and braided properly. This one might be a little bit harder. Got a little bit less line to work with. One trick I've found is if you kind of spin it a little, it'll help keep it from grabbing onto some of them. You really want to smash it. Get that little extra, just work it over. Now, of course, the bigger ones you use, the easier this is. But in my opinion, it's not as sealed.
Working?
Yep, there we go. Now we got it past the thing. Right here is our little spot. We'll get it past a little bit. Now, gotta be careful not to overheat it. Shrink it a little. And you see right there is where we twisted. Now here's the thing you can do, is if you get a second one that's even bigger, you can go over the first one, after you make sure the first one was sealed properly, and then seal the second one. And now you've got a thicker contact. Not thicker. You have a thicker insulation now. Since that was the hot wire, I wanted that one to be more insulated so in case it touches anything. But now we're sealed. So now we're going to turn them on.
Oh.
We're on. She's got water. And we're just going to sit here, put the hot and cold on for a little bit. Fan's working, that's a plus. The back cover. The motor is technically still good. What happens is, this is supposed to move around and it creates little suction cups as the motor moves around. Normally, this motor will move around and it's got little pegs, and these all broke off as you can see. But what they do is they move and they create little suction cups all the way around individually, and it goes around inside here creating suction without worrying about air. And that's how it self-primes. So it's supposed to just move these all around, pull on them, but after time, that rubber goes bad. So this spins, and it just like suctions. But it does it like so fast, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know? And maybe based on this, I don't know if this is supposed to be done like that or not, but it may be a way that it like cross patterns the suction inside of here so that it works. I don't know exactly, but I know these all broke off, and that's why it doesn't work. Now our friends were given this because it didn't work. And that's really cool, because instead of throwing this in the trash, all the plastic going to waste, all that, just a little 100 pesos fix, a little bit of knowledge, and now they've got a working, functioning pumping machine. Whether it has hot or cold, we don't know yet. I'll keep this motor for parts. You never know when you might need one of these parts. The power, cold is still going cold, so I forget what these were. I know this is room temperature. I think this was hot.
Yeah.
This was cold.
Mm-mm.
So let's see.
It's working now.
That's hot.
Oh, it's
Can you
hot.
see?
Oo. Enough na muna. Let's try.
You have to be careful about the extra drip, but I'm gonna look at the cup. You can see the steam on the cup. That is hot water. So the hot is working. Now let's check the cold.
Ah, yun na.
So that's the pump.
Ah.
That's because the reserve is empty, so
Uy. So it should be.
you have to. I don't really think it's cold
It's
yet.
cold. That's
Check
the
that
point.
water.
No, it's hot.
It's about the same, isn't it?
No, that's cooler.
I think it might still be working, but either way,
This one.
fresh hot. That's the room temperature. So I touch it.
Yeah. So it's working, yeah?
Oh, done.
One more.
All fixed. Turn that off. Turn that one off. Look at that. And it's still nice. The front
Yeah.
is really pretty still.
I like that.
Come on. 100 peso fix. Why throw things away all the time? If you have a little knowledge, in your head, you can fix a lot of things. Don't just throw it out. Especially in the Philippines, you know. There's too much trash already. And I'm not talking about the foreigners.
Oh yeah, it's pretty, oh.
Come on. I'm seated.
Done na?
Alright guys, so that's another completed project. Have fun.
Baba.
Bye bye. Oh, the tampos over.